Hello. I'm adjusting the windows and humming. I still have no idea what caused the stream to cut out after like 30 seconds last time. So, things look okay right now though. Going for about a minute. Alright. So I guess last time we did Sam 8, which was an experience by Sam. Next we have another tutorial by someone else who could be called Sam, but might not be the same Sam. Did I really play this? I guess I must have. Oh, I remember that, yeah. It's already been so long since anything that comes before R that I can barely remember it. At least I can barely recall it by looking at the, just by looking at the titles. Alright, let's just do this then. Samuel's Tutorial in TCB by Samuel, hold originally authored by Samuel. Fascinating. Entrance 2. From January 2008, 12 years ago. Good, you managed to make it to the next scroll. Wait, what was the first? Hello and welcome to my tutorial of TCB. This will help you learn what you need to know about TCB. Move to the next scroll, blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. I understand diagonal movement. You managed to get to this scroll. You now know how to move around. Follow the passageway in front of you. But the passageway is not in front of me. Technically it was behind Beethro. Unless the players turned their sword, which they haven't yet. This is a roach, the most dumb kind of reacher to use. The most dumb kind of reacher to use. Hello. It just charges right at you. To get to it, you will need to open the door, go to the scroll. This says how to turn your sword, but the fact is that I've changed my controls so Q and W don't turn my sword. You now know how to open doors. Now open this door to kill the roach and go to the next scroll. Wait, what? That scroll was misplaced, wasn't it? It should probably be between these scrolls, right? Between those doors? Because it says now open this door. No, whatever. Kill multiple roaches. Techniques, killing blah, kill roaches. I'm not going to read all of this aloud because it's not like... It's not lore or dialogue, so I don't feel as compelled to read all of it aloud like I usually do. This is a tunnel. Do you know what a tunnel is? I know what a tunnel is. This is a scroll that says good job. Let's move on. This is a roach queen. You can kill it. That's a goblin, but you need to open the door first. This is a fuse. You don't have to kill those goblins yourself. Don't worry, there's fuse here. Someone should make a fake tutorial hold that pretends to be a tutorial, but actually every single room is broken in some way so that the player has to actually solve a puzzle to make what's supposed to be a really simple tutorial work. Like, you know, dress it up, theme it like a tutorial, give it scrolls that imply that they're teaching you basic techniques, but make every room actually interesting in a not friendly to beginners kind of way. These are pressure plates. This is trapdoors. Here's some busy work. That would be, actually, I wonder if that would be a decent contest idea. Like have each level introduce some particular element or something. I don't know. Maybe less, I don't know if it would be better as a contest or some kind of collaboration hold, because you kind of want a series of levels that build on each other in order to really pretend to be a tutorial. I don't know. Anyway, proceed to the next room. Here's a snake. You don't have to do anything. Just wait. Does this mention pushing control wait? No, it doesn't. I'm pretty sure control weight existed at this point. This is a rattlesnake. I don't have a great track record with collaborative holds. I have good ideas, but then I'm not good at following through and keeping up with them. Oh, and keeping people around. Like, if I followed up on things as quickly as I really should, then there wouldn't be a risk of everyone eventually, like most of the people who decided to join, leaving the forum overall by the time that maybe it would be almost finished. I don't know. Third type of snake. Hello. This is an adder. Did you know about adders? You can stand here and push control weight, and it'll be really loud. This is Samuel's tutorial by Samuel. Hold originally authored by Samuel. There were 2 Samuels involved, but I think they were probably both the same person. This is Tar. Do you know Tar? I know Tar. I know this is what I consider the efficient way to destroy this kind of tar. This is a tar door. Well, shouldn't the scroll that says this is a tar door be before the door so you know why there's a door in your way? Here's mud. Oops. That's what happens if you let go of the key too soon. Oops. I always keep doing it like 1 turn sooner than I should. Weird. I don't technically have to kill all the mud babies because they're not necessarily in my way. I don't know why they thought the mud blob needed to be so big. The gel blob is tiny. Maybe Samuel couldn't figure out how to make a large gel blob and guarantee that it'd be easy to cut. Oh look, it's a briar. Use the bomb to destroy the briar. Not that you have to. Fagundo. Here's 1,000,000 of them. Okay, sure. We really needed an entire fleet of them to explain them, right? This is probably not the most efficient way to clear this room. Here's some eyes, and a vision token. This room is almost interesting. Yeah, I imagine so. I can't imagine trying to optimize this. So if you're going for all the high scores, then you trudge through all of the dull rooms that came before this, just for this challenge, presumably. Although I guess said trudging is also being optimized, so... Here's some elements that you will find in many Drod holds, but we're not going to tell you what they are or what they do. These are Wraithwings. I mean, yes, what they do is nothing but behave like a wall, but you should probably say that instead of just assuming the player will understand that obstacles are like walls. This is an Omflich. Wait, it says these are, but there's only one of them. If someone was playing TCB for the first time, this would spoil so many things that are essentially plot reveals. The tutorial is over. I hope you have learnt some stuff and that it has sunk in. Go off now and play more Draw. Goodbye. Okay. Here's a default text for the ending. Sand Trap. Tokyo Kid. Beethro decides to clear out the legendary forest Sand Trap. Why would a forest be called Sand Trap? Yeah, true. Beethro is swallowed by the deep and mazy forest. Okay. So we went straight from him deciding to clear a place to being swallowed by it. I don't think this is good. I don't think this job is necessarily going very well. Alright, I gotta pull some of these guys in. Get out of my boring tutorial play mode. Be a little more careful with these. Also, it didn't talk about rock golems at all, or brains. That tutorial missed a few things, while also including things that are advanced in like the most unhelpful way possible. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to clear this room right now. When and how do I clear it? Very good question. Well, it is Tokyo Kid. I know Tokyo Kid has made at least interesting things. I don't remember for sure. I recognize the name. So it looks like I have the option to go north here. Huh? This is a weird hold. It feels like I'm being asked to traverse a bunch of rooms and then eventually I'll be allowed to clear them later. That seems to be what the idea here is. Easy or hard? I don't yet know. I guess the hard mode would be to go in there from the other side and hit the tar stuff so that you're completely surrounded by goblins. Although I'm not sure. I think probably I can get the rest of those goblins to come out, right? I hope there's not some trap I haven't noticed that prevents them from exiting. Could be. Yeah, no, never mind. They're fine. We're fine. These guys can come out. So I guess that means I took the easy way in through that room. And this isn't a... Okay. This is a weird little weaving passage. Okay. And we weave some more. How do I get... Okay. This circles around. And then around. That is a little strange. I guess that's how they keep these monsters from entering whatever residences are nearby. Alright, so I have 2 decoy potions. I have 3 decoy potions. Do I need all of them? Don't I just need 1? Don't I need none of them, actually? Oh, that bomb doesn't do what I thought it did. So what do I need these decoy potions for? Oh, I understand. I don't know. Dumb. We just need to do this. Man, the game just taught me what eyes were doing. What eyes were for. How eyes work. I could be extra fancy and try to kill an eye while I wake up another one, but nah. That's bad, though. I should probably prevent that. Okay, actually, Oops. I didn't stand on the checkpoint, so I have to redo this part. I'm thinking it would be a good idea maybe to kill that eye first. Not kill, but lure him out first, because, well, the bomb... Okay, this isn't as ungenerous as I thought it was. The bomb does destroy things that are on the door itself. I was a little concerned that it might not, in which case making the last guy in a certain wrong place could be a problem. Anyway. As it stands, this is no problem. It's just need to enter from that side. I guess we're going to continue this weird winding road. Okay, here we have a fuse I should not step on. An orb that does something. Uh-huh. I think... Shouldn't I not step on? No, yeah, I shouldn't step on that. So I guess I can't pass through here from this side. And I should probably leave. Nope, okay. So, I think I just need to come in from another side. And there's not really much to be done about this room otherwise. That's a dead end. Okay, so maybe... No, this leads to a dead end. I just established that this leads to a dead end, so I don't want to go this way. At least I think that's a dead end. I hope I didn't miss some obscure corner that would have taken me where I was trying to go. Because I think what I need to do now is probably just backtrack and find another way. And is this not how I got here? How did I get in this room? Didn't I enter from this way? How did I do that? Oh, here we go. I have a hard time seeing diagonals in these round obstacle types. I always have, and it irks me when a hold makes a big deal out of trying to create a tight maze with these where you really can't see the way through because they're so tightly packed. This is why if I'm using those obstacles to create anything that resembles a maze, I try to ensure that there's at least one path that's perfectly clear and not just diagonal. I can't do anything here, right? I can probably only do things to this room from that entrance where the orb is. Hello. We're at this place from another angle. Why did I not try to destroy those roaches when I was over there? I don't know. So, am I stuck? Oh, wait. There's multiple solutions here. Okay, I guess those bombs are for show. It might have been possible to clear the room that way, but I kind of doubt it. So what do I do here? Interesting. Oh, I see. Alright. That was toggle, which means I can just explode this. Maybe, yeah. Alright. So that's that. Can I enter Bomb Maze Way? Yes. Okay. Well, that happened. Where does this... Oh, this leads nowhere. Why is there a giant path with bombs and a door that just leads nowhere? Okay. So I think... Whoops, swords on a bomb. Oh, I can't leave this way. How do I leave? I guess I need to go back, blow up bombs. Sorry for loud. And go up this way. Oh, maybe I could have, yeah. Whoops. Alright, so I think I want to... not this way. I want to go back to where I was before I hit that force arrow. Or I can check out what's over on this direction of Bomb Maze Way. I'll try to remember to come back the other way later. Oh, hey, I think I found the way I'm supposed to clear this room from. Maybe? Looks as if... oops. Looks as if the idea must perhaps be to... well, I don't know. This is kind of confusingly arranged. It seems like at some point you're supposed to reach this... no, wait. How do you kill everything at once in this room? Oh, there's bombs up there. Okay. I don't know why I wouldn't see that. So up here, we need to lure everybody up to the bombs, I guess. Everyone we can, at least. And we have a slight problem. There's like an unfilled corner there that would be useful for roaches to be in. There's also one golem who's kind of... yeah, I don't know. I might have messed this up already. Alright, so to begin with, you're down here, if this is the right way to enter. I guess I don't really need to worry about killing those roaches until I'm done with that rabble. Alright, so we do not want anyone to go, like, up and then down right. Down east, southeast, I mean. Ideally, we would like to fill that hole right there, but maybe this can be done without that. Will this cut everyone? Almost. That almost gets everyone. I think if I stand in the right place, this is fine. Maybe. Well, first of all, I need to not die to that bomb. Yeah, we're good. Alright, that wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be much meaner with how precisely I needed to place everybody for the bomb to blow them up. Now where to? Okay, this is back here, so I'm gonna maybe... oh wait, this is a different part of back here than I thought. I kind of want to go back to where the Roach Queen room was. And try to do whatever it was I wanted to do there. If I can manage to remember what that was. Oh, here we go. What? I don't know what I wanted to do here. Oh hey, there's a secret wall over there. So this is connected to that, and that lets you go this way, which leads somewhere else. Progress. If I can find a way that isn't blocked from the other side. So this is where you could do the hard mode, where you have all the goblins around you and mud babies in your face at the same time, but I chose not to. Okay, here we have some one-tile bombs. Okay, I can't get away from that. Oh, there's decoys, okay. So is this as simple as having decoys stab the bombs? Well, not in that case. I need to kill that queen quickly, because otherwise she will spawn. So is the rest of this just kill the queens with the bombs? Because the queens are all trapped now. Yeah, I guess that's it. You just need to spot the one that you can't kill that way, and do it quickly. Alright. Here's this mess again. Only I might actually be able to interact with it now. Maybe I need the mimic for this room. Also, it wasn't letting me go west there. This has a lot of blind walls on the room boundaries. If that makes any sense to describe. Oh, I see. Bring the Wubbit to the snake room right here. I don't know if what I see is the room I'm in, but it's what I see. Oh, it is proven that in a situation like this, it is more effective to use a scroll than a force arrow. A force arrow can limit some diagonal movement, however a scroll allows the player to enter and exit in any of the directions. Thanks for letting me know that crucial architectural design knowledge? What? I mean, like, I appreciate the architectural advice, question mark, but I also don't understand why you felt it necessary to give. Also, I must not be doing this right. Maybe that's supposed to be a hint that I should come in diagonally so that the snake doesn't just kill me? Actually, I'm not sure how to enter and make the Wubba follow that the snake doesn't kill me. This is just tight enough where I kind of need to be farther away from the snake, but I think there's... Oh, look at that. There's two ways to get in here. Maybe that's what you meant? So in that case... yeah, I'm not particularly good at this. I'm sure this looks screamingly obvious for anyone who knows what they're doing. Okay, duh. Yeah, that was dead simple. Okay. I think... which one moved first? I think the snake moved first, maybe? Anyway. Okay, we can go east if we go this way. I kind of had to look and stare for a second to see it. And this is a dead end. Yeah, that... oh, maybe... is this a dead end? No. This might be the way to clear this room. Uh-huh. How does this work? Trapdoor gate. Here's a bomb. Here's an invisibility potion. Okay. Looking at all this, I think the first thing I should do is run for the potion so that the Tar Mother doesn't mess everything up. Because we really want her to not spawn. After that, I should use the Mimic to kill everything in that region somehow. So I don't want to close that door, I think. Maybe this is what I want? Because I can move just quickly enough to avoid getting killed by the bomb. And then I can have him kill the Seep, and the other bomb can kill... yeah. Alright. Hooray, order of operations. I don't know why there was all this mess with the door that closes and turns this into a fuse. I don't know why. Maybe that's some kind of weird red herring thing. Maybe it involves what's necessary for some other entrance of the room. Why haven't I cleared this room? Probably because I needed to enter it a different way. So I need to get up there where the mimic potion is. And that involves being in the room that's east of here, I think. I guess I should just wander on ahead this way. This is probably a one-level hold, so I don't know if I should continue traipsing through the whole thing. But these rooms are interesting and not especially brutal so far. So one could go far as to say I'm enjoying it. We haven't been over here this far yet, before now. It looks to me like, no, okay. It looks to me like you have to clear this room and then enter from a certain direction, which I was just in a moment ago. Anyway. So for this room, you're supposed to clear it and go a certain way. And I have cleared it, but I haven't gone that way. Okay, we have to clear this room to enter from that direction. And that's a dead end. More invisible walls there. I guess in theory those wouldn't be invisible to Beethro, but they are to me. Why is there a tunnel that goes up here and there's nothing up there? By the way, this place is literally decorated with piles of skulls. Alright, I don't know what to do in this area, so I'm gonna backtrack, I guess. I can't go east in that room. I thought I was in a part of this room where I could reach that blue door a moment ago. But maybe I just thought I was and wasn't. Yeah, this area is entirely closed off from this side. At least until you clear the room up there. So I should make my way back to the entrance of the hold, I guess. Back to the beginning of the first room. I feel like this kind of weird, like wraparound maze where you need to find where to go in order to even enter a room from the right angle. Like essentially you need to traverse several rooms whether or not you've cleared them before to reach a room at all is a little out of favor these days. I think maybe that's for the best. I mean, this isn't necessarily interesting gameplay. Just sort of bumping around wondering which way you go to even enter a room. At least it's not what I feel I and maybe other people come to the game for. I'm rather navigationally challenged in general, so it certainly doesn't help me to not really know how to get from A to B. To not have an obvious and clear path, I mean. I didn't need to do that. Where was I? How do I get out of... Oh, right, I got here from there. Alright, this should take me back where I'm trying to go. Right. The way I went about room traversal puzzles when I had the idea for parity and flow is that it's more like it's not difficult to see how to navigate from one place to another, but it's more like you have to conceptually think about how to make it so that you enter a room that's in the right state. I feel like that's a different kind of meta puzzle or hold navigation issue idea. What's going on with this roach here? Some weird sort of thing where the buttons need to be pressed way up there. Okay. So should I do that first? I don't know if I can do that first. But I don't know if I can do that last either. Alright, so I shouldn't cross the arrow yet because there's this eye right here. And if I go past these, aren't I stuck? Yeah, I can't go back, but I can go back this way. Okay. So this is a weirdly disguised orb puzzle. That's what this is. So I know this opens that. Each of these just toggles. So, okay. Just toggles alone usually makes for a more bearable orb puzzle in some ways. Wait. I should do that first. Alright. Okay. Do I have an orb that closes that door? I guess so the bomb can close it? That's sort of weird. Why do I want that? I guess maybe with the way those eyes were configured, they might have been an eye trap where you couldn't actually enter without getting killed first. And so you needed the bomb to prevent that. Me, I just blindly hit the bomb because it looked like I was supposed to. Now what? Well, there's a green door down here. And a way up there. Nothing up that way. What does this do? Ooh, I was trying to push undo, but didn't. What does that do? So I probably should do that, I think. Okay. Little efficiency pathing room. Weird placement of blue doors, given that there's a blue door at the exit of the level. Okay, this keeps going. I might have to call it at this point. Although it is interesting that this part is apparently, like, actually buildings. So, like, that's the wild forest, and this is the building adjacent to it. That explains the walls, maybe? That explains some of the walls. Let's just move on. This is good, but I should move on. School by Robin by Canadian Army. Budkin goes to school. Math class. Calculus, algebra, basic math, or geometry. I guess I'll take the most advanced one because I'm supposed to be a math major. This isn't calculus. I mean, there's I guess there's a problem on the thing that, like, limit as x approaches 0 of 3x over x is 3. That's not very hard, but I don't see how to input the answer. So how do I input my answer? This is bad. Let's not do that. Let's not get stuck in this little area in the first place. How about that? Okay, I don't need to worry about that Wraithwing. There are no other Wraithwings in the room, so he will never try to kill me, and the Slayer will probably just ram his face into him anyway. Yeah. Well, I usually see the word hole used for that, but I think point discontinuity works fine as a term for it as well. Although I don't know. We usually say holes, jump discontinuities, asymptotes, at least where I'm from, I don't know. I know you don't care, but the answer was 3. Okay, so there's a back of the book right here to confirm that I was right. I care. Alright, so this room is what? Make a long path for the Slayer and then run it? I'm not sure what this has to do with math. Okay. The math is, do I have enough tiles that the Slayer will not walk on to make it to the place? I probably shouldn't have entered that on the side. On the center, I mean. Huh. Well, I think I should start this differently, perhaps. Get him... Huh. That eye is turned the other way to make it easier. I'm not very good at killing Slayers unassisted, and by assistance I mean things like hot tiles and bombs that Slayers actually tend to... Well, that the real 49th Slayer would never appear in a room with. But yeah, I don't actually have to run into that third room. I can just let the eye come out. That's still not enough, though. This room has one entrance and one exit. By room, I mean this little hallway the eye's in. Can I exit this? I don't think so. Alright, I'm rather bad at this. Maybe I should just take the most direct path I can, but try not to wake up any eyes? Okay, so there's 4 eyes that you can't avoid waking up. I feel like I should absolutely take the center path here. Maybe? Ah, that was almost enough. That was about one turn shy. Yeah, I'm sort of trying to do that, but I'm not really doing it completely successfully. I kind of had my eye on not... Actually, hang on. He has to spend one turn to backtrack his wisp every single... Okay. In that case, I should do... not that, but I should do this. It's interesting that the wisp needs turns to backtrack as well as to move forward, though. I'm not sure this is better. This is entirely a matter of me not really understanding Slayer manipulation very well. Most rooms that require Slayer manipulation kind of guide you into doing it without asking you to think about how, it feels like. Or I guess not most rooms, but just the ones that I've been successful at. Right, I can ignore that eye. Yeah, that might be a better idea than this. In that case, I can spend the time I'm waiting for the Slayer on cleaning up some of the eyes. Is that going to be long enough? I sure hope so. Well, I don't know. Nah, not quite. Like, it's not that I don't know how to manipulate Slayers, it's more that I don't really know how to manipulate Wisps very effectively. Because those are kind of two completely different things. Sliding a Slayer around with your weapon when he's nearby is very different from just making a Wisp take a long path. Is that better or worse? I think I should do this, maybe? So he doesn't gong quite as soon. Alright, that's it. That's what we needed. I'm just bad at it. You're also stuck in this room, buddy. Unless you can leap a pit. Alright, well that was calculus. Let's look at geometry. Maybe it involves tar cutting? Nope. It's just, here's some shapes and decoys, I guess. I'm gonna spend my decoys getting rid of queens. I guess a goblin is 100% geometry, right? I mean, he's all about distances. Wraithwings are also geometric in nature. Yeah, exactly. Larg. I tend to take really long detours with goblins for no really good reason. I'm sure someone more competent could probably kill them a little bit quicker and more effectively. Well, I mean, without having to chase them halfway across the room, at least. Alright, I'd say that decoy placement worked out pretty well. Not that I really thought about it that hard, it was just kill some queens for me, please. Thanks, bye. Okay. Basic math. Addition. I guess because there's a giant plus on the inside of the room. Oh, I should probably wait to open that until they're a little closer to being exploded, right? Well, that didn't quite work as intended. I kind of want to be as inside as possible when a bomb goes off so that the more goblins die. Okay, that was that. So I guess we're gonna see more of this subtraction. Because a long line is a minus symbol, I guess. What do these do? So these all just close a door. So it's just a race to get past there without hitting these orbs, I guess. I don't know what's subtracty about that, but whatever. North. Division. Divide by tar stuff, I guess. This is a room of some sort. So it's not too difficult to kill a tar mother. I'm concerned about what was going to happen. So ideally you'd like to be rid of this so that it doesn't get trapped in, but it's a little hard to do that and still be efficient. I guess it's fine if there's only one spawn. It doesn't matter when it is, to the extent of, like, insofar as there being a horde out here when you're done, it does. If there's going to be one spawn anyway, it doesn't matter when it happens. And it's better that it happens in a way that doesn't block me in the room. So that was that. I guess multiplication will be down here. Yeah. Multiplication. Here's 42, and I don't know, is that really intended to be 42, or is that just a 4 and a 2 randomly floating around in the middle of the room? This is an interesting thing, though. Alright, we've unbrained them. Does that make this room easier or harder? I'd say a little easier for sure, but that tends to depend on the room's design, whether unbraining is good or bad. I mean, at the very least, there are some roaches that will never come out once they're unbrained. I mean, at least this one, there's a pun that makes sense here. The roaches are multiplying. So I'm not the one doing it, but someone is. Let's turn the sword first, and maybe here, there we go. Well, yeah, but that pile just doesn't look too bad, especially with all these pit walls to keep things from getting too bad. Maybe my best order of business. Maybe my best strategy here would be to, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should just duck out briefly and then clean things up. Yeah, that seems a little better. Friendly force arrows right here, to some extent. I'm going to have to clear out at least one of these passages before I can safely kill off the queen. There we go. This is a bad way to do that. Let's go here instead. Yeah, clean that up. This is pretty normal horde stuff at this point. I'd say the cleanup is probably the more interesting part of this room. Although I wonder if it's if it would be easier with brained or harder. It's hard to say. There would certainly be less roaches, but they would be coming at you from every angle possible. And in the open areas, that could be a problem. Alright. Finally, we have algebra. As one of my teachers used to say, calculus is easy, algebra is hard, basic arithmetic is impossible. To which the point is that most mistakes in calculus are really algebra mistakes. If you have a very firm foundation with algebra, then you shouldn't really have too much trouble with calculus. But most people don't have the former. There we go. Science class. Biology, chemistry, and geology. I'm guessing this is rock golems. Also, why is this like this? Can you skip this level for some reason? That's sort of weird. Yeah, I guess you can just skip ahead. Oh, bet you thought you'd... Okay. Alright then. Anyway, I'm gonna go look at geology because that might be rock golems. I don't know why I care that it might be rock golems, but... here's a mud... Okay. So that's a way to open more golems out, I guess. Best way to do this. Okay, not that. I don't know how to start this exactly. This checkpoint seems to have an idea, but do I agree with it? Not really. Starting from a checkpoint seems especially bad. Yeah, that's much more effective. Alright. Next I will go for the trapdoor golems. That's what their name is now, I've decided. Mud golems can come along too. This room just becomes easier and easier as you go. I think that a way to improve this room would maybe be to make it take place in a much more cramped area so that you have an actual waste disposal problem. Instead of just letting the player create all the walls they need for the later parts early on. Oh, this is pretty clever though. You have to be careful about how you kill things so you don't box in. I mean, that's rock golems in general, but I just mean this is a good implementation of that idea. Yep. But I meant specifically the idea that, like, you release more golems with each thing you interact with that releases golems in particular. Not just using rock golems in general, if that makes any sense. This room is going to ask me to kill a snake, so I would like to have a snake trap already built before I get to the snake, ideally. Can I kill you without blocking the way? That would be nice. Maybe I should just leave you there and lure you back the other way. It's not possible to do anything with those guys from that side. So perhaps I should focus on that first, before worrying about that snake. There we go. I wonder, what would you do with the name trapdoor spiders as a regular Drawd element? Would those be spiders that can only exist on trapdoors? Would they be spiders that turn regular doors into regular floor into trapdoors? Would they drop trapdoors by walking across them? I wonder. Would they spawn but only on trapdoors? Like there's a trapdoor spider queen that doesn't sit on trapdoors, but if there are trapdoors adjacent to it, then it spawns. This room is going to be interesting. This was biology, wasn't it? Or was this chemistry? I already don't know what class I'm in. I might be failing. So hey, that looks like a thing I can't interact with anymore. What is this? This is chemistry. Okay. So, that's interesting. Okay, so I think I have to do this first. I have to clean this area out, because otherwise it's going to be undestroyable. Although I'm not sure I have to destroy it. So maybe this isn't necessary, but it might still be helpful even if it's not necessary to clear this, if possible. Is this clearable, though? I don't know. Huh. That could be kind of neat. Alright, unbrained. The science speaker is no longer in danger of generating unlimited guys. I should probably go in this way. Yeah, the real question is, do you want to specify all the various floor types in the scripting? Or do you want to actually give different floor types gameplay meanings? Also, I needed to do something about those two. Way up here. Yeah, that guy has to be taken care of or else he will clog away. I think I'm okay with that being filled, just not with it being clogged with a tar baby stuck inside it. Alright. Well, that happened. Not too nightmarish of a room. Oh. Mixing room. This is probably not horrific to play. It just looks bad. I mean, and fundamentally, this mixture, the way it's designed, should make this easier to reach the various eyes of the mothers. If I don't destabilize it too much, anyway. Yeah, you'd have to do something like with like what DF did with the Hydra, where there exists just an invisible entity whose entire job it is to be a required target, no matter whether essentially to be a required target that only dies if all the trapdoor spiders are dead. Alright, now I just need to get back and clean up a little bit of mess. Oh, yeah. But that's just so many syllables. Alright, I guess that's it for the chemistry area. Biology. Roaches? Snake. Okay, also Half is here. Hi, Half.
Okay.
Can you help me kill this snake? Probably. I think I'm maybe supposed to put you in that arrow trap to do something, but I want you to kill this snake first.
Yeah, sure.
This person didn't listen to that last hold scroll. They put an arrow here instead. Alright, so I guess I need to have him push that, unless of course I use a mimic to do that. Is there any reason I can't use a mimic for that? Oh yeah, there is. I need to use the mimic for this. There we go. So in that case, I guess Half has outlived his usefulness everywhere else and needs to go push a button. Oh. Well, I was not supposed to do that. It's like, here's a ready-made snake trap for you, and I'm like, no, I want to mess it up completely for no reason. Anyway. Now if I can just manage the tiniest bit of snake manipulation will be good. There's no guarantee of that, though. Yep. This is about how it goes. Maybe I should just wait here. Ish. Yeah, that works. Okay. And here's another ready-made snake trap, which is even easier to use, because it won't try to kill me if I walk on it wrong, walk near it wrong. I guess I'll just I'm just gonna let this room go and do what it wants while I take care of this one. So I don't have to make an independent snake trap. I could just put one of these guys close to a wall, I guess, but this is fine too. This works just fine, too. Alright, yo, that's perfect. I don't need you anymore. I do need to not have a snake behind me, however. Heck. That one particular snake is really bent on actually getting to me. But, there we go. That was what I had in mind to kill it with. I think I will cause problems on purpose. Sometimes this happens. Alright, this room is, I guess by biology would just mean snakes, period. Weird decisions, but okay. Oh hey, that guy got killed by another snake's presence. Come over here, please. Thank you. So I don't know, would you get expelled for killing all of the snakes in the biology section of your school? Probably. We might not have known that, yeah. Adders also were not invented yet. I could go in there and kill that guy in the middle of that little area, but I'm gonna make him come to me because I'm lazy. Alright, exit level. We're done with second period. How do I... Oh, yeah. Half. Thank you, Half. Okay. I guess that is that. PE. Move it. Okay. Go, go, go. This is silly. Track. Wubba track. The track is infested with wubbas. Infected would be an entirely different thing. Do I have to hit all of these trapdoors? Probably. They sound like owls, don't they? They sound a little like hooting. The wubba sound sounds to me like some kind of bird hoot. I don't know if that's what it sounds like to anyone else. Sure. I think that room with the Slayer was a bit tricky. Like, if you're not used to anything about Slayers, that one would be pretty hard. And it's kind of early in the hold, too. It's weird that the Slayer appears in, like, the first level and never again. That's kind of strange. Oh, cool. We can use this as a trap. For, like, 6 of the 20,000. Okay, there we go. Maximize the usage here. And then try not to get trapped on the way out. Whew. Shot put. There we go. So is this a timing thing? I don't know, but I accidentally did it just by randomly stepping on them. Pole vault. Pole vault? Oh, I see. I wasn't supposed to put the mimic there. What does this do? Okay. Whoop. I pushed the wrong button. Alright, so you're supposed to be facing north when you enter the room, and immediately do this. And do not ever turn your sword. go. I might call it after this level, although I think there might be more periods to go. Dodgeball. Dodgeball? Seems like I could win this one by being very lazy. I mean, there's going to be plenty of walls for the Mimic if I just wait a few turns. Oh, but we don't want that. Never mind. This isn't a good room to be lazy in. They don't? I thought they did. Oh, that's hilarious. So you can just have him... you can just have the Mimic kill himself and not worry about that at all. Alright. So... I don't know what I should be doing here. This guy very quickly encases itself in quite a lot of mud. Okay, there, that's a little better. Now I just need to somehow get him all the way west. And neither of us get trapped. This feels like if you really did do dodgeball with some kind of ultra sticky substance. Like every time you get hit, you get very stuck, and if you lose if you're stuck to the floor and can't physically move anymore. Alright, I just need him to go south now. So if I can run to this corner and not get stuck. Oops. Now I'm synchronized with the Mimic, and there we go. There we go. Here's this. 400 meters with hurdles. Okay. This is kind of silly. How do I do this? Maybe I should do that. That seems a little more effective. Yeah. Now I just wait for the other guy to come back around, eventually. Hey, get here. Oh, come on. That didn't really serve a purpose, did it? Fourth period would be English class, but I'm going to probably move on. So what's to the south if there's spelling an essay? Wait, you can just leave? You can skip English class? What? Why can you do that? Okay. That's just silly. Who can skip English class? I guess so. Topic. Topic? So the topic is a horde room? Okay. Let's move on to the next one. School of the Slayerly by Hartley Hare. Jonathan Blackberry was sacked by the Stalwarts for being overqualified, so he's decided to try the School of the Slayerly. And on a totally unrelated note, the death toll of the School of the Slayerly is 99.4%. Good luck, you'll need it. Okay. Mr. Blackberry, please join me for an interview on September What's September in the 8th? 22nd, regarding your application to join the School of the Slayerly. Please do not be disappointed if we cannot offer you a place. Perhaps you could consider joining the Guards or the Stalwarts if you do not get in. Yours sincerely, Incinerus Pyra, Master of the School of the Slayerly. Pretty good name. Ah, Mr. Blackberry, please have a seat. So the thing is, this story is ultimately a tragedy because we know what happens to everyone who passes Slayer School. Eventually. So, I take it you are here for Slayerly training? Well, yes. Well, do you have any knowledge in this field? I used to be a stalwart. A what? A stalwart. Stalwarts are pathetic little fools. You don't understand, sir. Don't I indeed? What is there to misunderstand? Well, you see, I was sacked. Sacked from the Stalwarts? In no way could you be qualified for my school. No, I was sacked because they said I was too overqualified. Oh, do continue. Well, they said I should try the School of the Slayerly, and well, here I am. You shall take the entrance examination. It's just down these steps. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I guess there are Slayers, technically, depending especially on how many holds you choose to canonize. Wow, I got a first place tie in a room that probably shouldn't be scored. Oh well. This examination will be divided into 3 parts. Roaches basic level, Rock Golems advanced, Tar Mud and Gel scholarship. Each part will consist of 3 rooms of puzzles of increasing difficulty. If there's a room you cannot clear, well, tough luck. Where's the floor where they teach you to kill Delvers? Welcome. Oh my gosh, look at that portrait. Welcome to the basic level entrance examination. Man-eating roaches. Whoa. Jonathan, what have you gotten yourself into? Don't Stalwarts deal with those all the time too? Whatever. Hey, that was easy. Congratulations. Please proceed to room 2. Wow, lots of roaches this time. I'm gonna optimize when I hit this button to be not so that the queens spawn. Yeah. I can grammar. I didn't skip my English class. Yes! Congratulations, please proceed to room 3. Scalair. That's a Scalair. That's great. Right, this isn't looking good for me. It looks okay. You just need to jiggle the roaches a little bit and they'll go down easy. And this room has got jiggling built right into it. Congratulations, you have passed the basic examination. Please proceed up the steps if you do not wish to proceed to the advanced level. Those wishing to take the advanced test, that's you, please go down the path to the south. Okay. Welcome to the advanced level entrance examination. Wow, those guys are big. And I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do what I was going to do because that would have left it going trapped. They're big, but they're made of smaller guys. It's like that thing where kids are in a cloak standing on each other's shoulders. Like their bigness isn't legitimate, in a way, right? Congratulations, please proceed to room 2. I don't like the look of this at all. Yeah. After a fashion. Oh, I'm supposed to destroy all the trapdoors, okay. There's lots of different cut points I can use here, and I don't even need most of them. This isn't too bad either. This idea could be made so much worse. Congratulations, please proceed to room 3. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I wonder why there's power tokens here. I mean, obviously player stealth isn't on, so why was power token deemed necessary? Oh, trapdoors. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so I guess the idea here, we just want to kind of filter all of them out we can, and then I have one shot to pull everybody outward, looks like. Which should be enough, right? I kind of imagine that somebody somewhere, congratulations, you have passed the advanced examination. I have? I mean, yeah, I have. Please proceed up the steps if you do not wish to proceed to the scholarship level. Those wishing to attempt the scholarship, that's you, please proceed down the path to the south. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I kind of imagine, what if he passed the test in all other respects, but then they told him, you can't be a Slayer because your voice isn't deep enough. Welcome to the scholarship examination. Hey, that's a pretty muddy patch. Now it's a pretty tarry patch. Tarmud can basically always be destroyed. I mean, barring very carefully designed obstacles around it, like it being on top of very inconveniently designed walls, it's usually pretty easy to guarantee that you can destroy Tarmud. I mean, as long as you're allowed to switch back and forth at will. Maybe I should be a cleaner. Congratulations, please proceed to room 2. Ooh, pretty colors. So, it looks to me like I have an option to not drop trapdoors in this room. And that's pretty swell. Oh, I see. I still might prefer not to drop trapdoors, though, initially at least. This room gives a lot of freedom to do whatever the heck you want with the, tar stuffs. Oh, actually, I can make that in gel later. So you can choose not to drop the trapdoors. Yeah, but I kind of want to save that for task for later. I don't know. Actually, I see, okay. I need to drop the trapdoors, and that will allow me to kill the currently gel mother. So I should probably do that. I guess that exists mostly to force the player to actually confront something as gel. Given the long hallways present here, that seems like the most sensible reasoning why that would be like that. So I kind of need that to be something other than gel right now in order to cut it. Maybe I should wait and do this, but at the right time. Then I can start cutting it as tar and come back for it as gel. Or, no, this doesn't require me to go all the way back. This is not that difficult of a tar blob. Yeah, that was substantially easier than I was thinking of it as being. Uh-oh. I guess I need that gel to be mud right now. Alright, now I need it to be tar, I guess. Or I could let it grow once and be gel, but I'm gonna make it tar. So I don't have a black door in this room, I just need to kill the mothers, right? I probably shouldn't let this be both mud and that enclosed, however. There we go. Oh, I can't leave though. So I shouldn't, okay. So I can't enter that area unless I guarantee I'm able to exit, which appears to require that gel right there to be mud. So that means I should do this, maybe that. Maybe I could have. Like a proper stalwart, I've gone ahead and just thrown myself directly into what I was doing anyway. Oops. Okay. Congratulations, you have passed the entrance examination with a scholarship. Great. Please proceed up the steps to the School of the Slayerly. Your first lesson begins shortly. Scholayer. Oh wow, this is a lot of things. Welcome to the Lesson Selection Zone. There are 15 lessons here, each containing 3 rooms, and each based upon one particular monster. Is the Scholayer gonna keep talking to me? Alright, I guess I'll do lesson 1. So I'm not supposed to drop all the trapdoors. I don't see how it matters which ones I do choose to drop. Maybe it's an efficiency thing. Alright. I guess that's all there was to that. So do I want that to happen, or... I don't know. That was pretty easy. Not sure what that was about, but whatever. Here's a tunnel that's an exit tunnel, so I can't use it for anything right now. Alright. That was also pretty easy. And that's it for this level. Let's just skip to a random other lesson. Oh, never mind. It said I could choose lessons, but I guess they just come in order. Well, it didn't say that I could choose them in whatever order I wanted. It just sort of looked like a level select. So it's a level select, but we decided to make it so that you can not select what level you want. Okay. Oh, I am impressed. You survived the roaches. Yeah, I did. Yo, go me. I think our main character here is really not very self-confident. That's the impression of his character that I've gotten. What am I supposed to do here? I mean, I can do that, but I won't kill that guy if I do that. I can do... There we go. That's what I needed. Okay, easy little back-swiping business right there. Here we take advantage of a thing and then back-swipe there. Okay. Note, if you are seen by an evil eye in this room, the yellow door will shut. Hartley Hare, architect of the School of the Slayerly. Okay. Wait, why was... Never mind. I thought I heard something weird, but I didn't actually, probably. Anyway, this would be a prime room to have put a vision token in. But I guess somebody decided not to. This is a rather awkward ending section right here. Finito. I guess not. Now that's interesting. That would be pretty interesting to see a hold where, like, what you need to do is actually, oh, there's a... I'm supposed to go to the power token. Okay. It would be interesting to see a hold where you need to actually be a Slayer and, like, there's actually a Wisp play component to it. I have no idea how this would be accomplished, but it'd be interesting, I think. Alright, I'm pretty sure my goal is to not kill that eye right there in order to be able to drop the trapdoor. Or, no, wait. No, I should be fine doing this. Yeah, that's all. I have no idea how Wisp gameplay would work, but, like, how do you make that interesting? Because obviously the player doesn't really want to stand around waiting for the Wisp to find someone, and they don't want to follow exactly what the Wisp says to do. So I kind of wonder how you would go about that. Maybe player role Wisp would be an interesting game. Yeah, like, you control the Wisp, and the Slayer just blindly does what the Wisp tells him to, sort of. But not when he's sufficiently close to whatever you're trying to kill? I don't know. Wraithwings. Very good, you're doing well. Kill the Wraithwings and I'll strike the orb. Alright, here we have Wraithwings. Brained Wraithwings? I don't know how to kill a singular brained Wraithwing, except maybe to stick it in directly inside of a corner. Maybe to put it completely in a corner. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's kind of a weird thing that can happen. I still have no idea why that or how to that. Like, I don't understand any of the mechanics behind that behavior sometimes. Huh. I would think it'd be more complicated with a brained one than just approaching it, There we go. Wraithwing Skewer. You haven't... Ooh. No, I haven't, I guess. So this must be another room where I need to... So... do this? That didn't work. Yeah, that's what I thought. He'll run away if he's brained. But you can fix it a little bit. Spiders. Hee hee, you isn't seeing us. Who said that? I see you defeated the Wraithwings. How much longer will your luck hold, I wonder? Yeah, the problem for me, of course, is that I don't understand how... Like, understand is the wrong word. I can't intuitively process like the opposite of the way a brain roach moves in a way that makes sense to my brain. Does that make any sense? Which is exactly the same issue that I tend to have with brain queens. I just in general can't make sense of the movement. Anyway. Yes, I know it's annoying, but it's the only room in the entire hold like this. So the annoying thing is that I need to use future technology and or restoring to look and see, I guess. Okay. Let's see. How do you do this? Obviously the idea is to step back as little as possible. Alright, I guess it's just a matter of the move order determining which edge is more effective. I'm assuming that move order had to do with why that way worked so much better than the other one. Lesson 5. Goblins and clones? That's a weird thing to lump in. Wow, these clones, they're indestructible. The school has many resources at its disposal. Clones are one of these. Oh, are some of the slayers you kill in the other games clones? Also, clones are not indestructible. They die to what was I looking for? Clones die to adders and bombs and things, so they're not actually indestructible. And also being dropped off of bridges. Oh yeah, by the way, we morphed into Beethro for a moment. Oh, why did I think he said indestructible? Whatever. So I'm allowed either a clone, a mimic, or a speed potion. To be perfectly honest, I would prefer a speed potion, because that can chop up some goblins real good. Because the exact way that goblins try to flank is very easily destructible with the Is that still true? I thought power tokens might give you the ability to eat potions too. Or maybe I'm not, I don't know. Okay, that was easy. Oh. Okay. That's kind of silly, but fine. Alright, lesson 6, rock golems, because I didn't already cover those in the earlier thing. Hang on, I've seen these before. In the entrance examination, yes, but my specimens are much trickier to deal with. If you say so. So it looks to me like what we're presented with here is limited opportunities to pull him north. And that limit is set to 2. That's 1. And this will be 2. It was weirdly placed with the square. Okay. Yo! Here, I guess? Or maybe better over here. Yeah, this is what I need to do. At least with the first 2, but when it's working so well, why stop? Hang on. Okay, that's no good. there's a way I can prevent that. Yeah. Just pull this guy way over here with the other one. And then this guy can be easy. Okay, this seems like it might be a pain. How do I kill this guy and not get stuck? I guess I just need to wait here. Yeah, that was not that hard. I agree, the idea of being... I guess we explore that with disarm tokens sometimes. One thing I think would be cool to have is a depower token, where it like undoes the effects of a power token. So that way you could turn the ability to do things like drop trap doors on and off at will without taking away the player's sword. I don't know that there's any way to establish that with scripting. Would player role changing be able to fix that? Let me guess. The door doesn't open until I've killed all the Wubbas. Duh, and the brains too. Never forget the brains. What? He's fallen asleep. Well, you're not a very interesting conversation partner, I guess. I suppose my first order of business should be to wake all of the Wubbas up. Didn't one of the lunch break holds have a room like this? Like, not exactly like this, but kind of like this. Like, I think when you switch the player role to one that needs power tokens for things, then the power token gets turned off, but I could be wrong. I know that, like, when you switch player roles, like, to a monster role that usually starts with stealth, from one that doesn't start with stealth, the player will have stealth when they didn't before. Unless they've lost stealth. I don't know. Something like that. Alright, now I just need to... Actually, I'm not sure what I need to do at this point. Because if I try to do that, then the other side is just going to exit. They're going to all walk off the other side. Oh, wait. Okay, because that's a corner tile, I just need to get the Wubbas out of there. So I need to get them to follow in. There we go. There we go. That's what I needed to do. No, he specifically said that I had to kill all the Wubbas. The door doesn't open until I've killed all the Wubbas. I wouldn't need to otherwise, but I do because of that. So, scripting enforcement. Oh, lighting. This room has lighting. Is it to hide these cracked walls? Because that's sort of a weird motivation. I wonder why we have this. It's sort of weird. Am I supposed to do these first or last? I guess it's to make it slightly more doable to get into these things with Wubbas around. Seems like I can make this work with an indefinite number of Wubbas if I handle it correctly. Mainly blocking with the sword in the right way. I also need them to line up correctly. maybe I should have done that one last, but I don't think it matters. As long as I have the correct direction to it. Yeah, that wasn't too hard. Okay. So this is just a leave the room. I probably want those guys stacked up in this little alcove here. As much as possible. Except that doesn't really seem to work. Should I rush it? And then try to go around them using this alcove? Yeah, that's it. Ta-da! When Wabbas kill you, you starve to death. That sounds like a good demotivational puzzle. Bleh, I can't words. Demotivational poster. That's the word I was trying to create. Tar mud gel. Confused yet? Very. For what reason? I'm mostly wondering what I'm supposed to be confused by, but looks like my goal is to race to all these orbs. Why do I want that orb? Why do I want to hit that orb? If I could hit that orb and then walk back, then okay. Oops. Oh, wait. Okay. This is what I'm supposed to do. So step around and then get back, hit the orbs, and then get back to the room to the place I started in order to explode the world. I think. Huh. But also there's a race to it like that. Well, maybe I should actually do this. That won't take as many turns to do. So I have to do this before the Briar destroys all of the bombs in the northwest, so that the guy can actually destroy all the bombs. Yeah. Okay. What a silly and not at all tar-based room. And that was 100% Briar-based, right? So I have the option of making this a tar mother. No, I have to make this a gel mother, I guess. It's weird. So, What is the purpose of this? I don't appear to have any other option but to do that. Because otherwise I can't enter the area at all. Am I missing something? I mean, if I go this way first, then I'm cut off, and I can't go drop the other trap door. But I can't. If I go the other way, I'm cut off. This is a weird introduction to the room, is all. I'll try that. Okay, yeah, that works. So this is like what? We wanted to make a room about clearing gel, but we didn't. We felt like making its making its beginning weird. I don't know. Finito. Now this looks like a proper choose what you want thing. I guess I'll take mud first. And not stand on that button. Okay, I need to be facing this way first. Okay, that completely cuts you off. So we want to prevent it from growing there somehow. How do I do that? There's not enough turns, so maybe I should leave it tar? And I can leave it tar by using this token. And then I can let a guy step on the thing. What the heck? How do I prevent the button? How? Well, yeah, but your sword can't actually prevent a thing from growing. It can only prevent a baby from forming. See? And I can't stand there, because if I stand there, then of course I'm standing on the button, and I can't have that. How? Ugh. Okay. There we go. Serpents. Oh boy. Oh, hello there. Please enjoy having your head bitten off by my serpents. Well, that's not very nice. By the way, why did the Wubba fall asleep? I don't know, honest. Oh, I'm not supposed to kill this guy yet. I need him to eat all the tar. Things that sound really weird in out of context. I can't kill this yet. It needs to eat the tar. Would you please? Thank you. This is pretty minimal as snake manipulation goes, so I'm not really complaining about that. I don't know if making him shorter is really the correct decision here. Maybe it's not. Am I mistaken, or is that the direction snakes never want to go? There we go. Perfect. Please go north. Please go north into the snake trap. Thank you. The added constraint of needing to also cut all the tar stuff afterward is interesting. Isn't it also south, though? Should I have done that? I assume that that was... Yeah, there's a trapdoor gate, so I should have done that. So, we just need to get this guy to follow in here, right? Yeah. And he will fry himself. It's like a rattlesnake flambe. Alright. Level 8. What's over here? Oh. Bonus levels? Or just more lessons before you get to the end? Probably. Seeps. Congratulations! What? Well, when you have finished this lesson, you will be two-thirds of the way to graduation. Hurrah! Oh, and I don't suppose you know why the Wubba Master fell asleep, do you? No, I mean, no, honest, I have no idea. Very fishy. Here I thought they were all the same guy. That's the thing about establishing a new character and making your own graphics. It really inclines the player to think that those are all the same person, even if your intent is otherwise. You have to really go out of your way and show more than one of them in the same place before it becomes clear that they're not the same person. Yeah, that would work. But that would involve more work. Looks like I'm supposed to drop all of the trapdoors. And also something else in this room. I guess I should just stand here and kill all these guys first. Was I supposed to not unbrain the room? Maybe that's the idea. Yeah, because brained guys will never actually go on. Wait. Okay, I should wait until they're all in the line and then kill them here, right? Oh, not quite. How do I do this, then? I need to kind of hit the brain and move south in the same turn. Should I go up here? I'm not sure. How is this supposed to work? Maybe I stand here? Oh, nope, even this doesn't work. Unless I'm supposed to not... I don't know. This doesn't work either. Should I... So if I just kill the brain quick, then there's a bunch of guys who can't be brought north. Maybe. Actually, no, I can just use the tunnels. Did I break it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether I broke it or not, because it really felt like that was supposed to be about brained seep, but the brained seep didn't really apply. Oh. Do I want to do the rest of the lessons? I don't know. This is probably my last hold for today, so maybe I'll at least poke at the rest. Oh, that's a clone. Oh, that's a regular stalwart. What the heck? Are we gonna have a conversation about that? This is ultra silly. You know, this would have been a perfect opportunity for a funny conversation. Like, throughout this room, you could have Jonathan say, like, "Hey, Joe," and Joe would be like, hey there. And he'd be like, "How are the kids?" "Oh, you know, Karen's fine. Chris is okay. How's the wife?" "Well, you know, she's always complaining about my work as a stalwart. She says it's dangerous and I'll get dunked into the water someday." "Ah, well, you know, I wouldn't dunk you into the water, Joe. Sorry, I almost called you Steve because I forgot your name. We do all kind of look the same in our stalwart uniforms. I didn't even know for sure that it was, you, except that I heard that you were taking the exam." Ah! Anyway, that's what I would have done in that room. "Oi, what are guards doing in a water skipper lesson? You are inconveniently observant. Shut up." "Oh, oh, I don't suppose you know why the master fell asleep, do you?" "I know nothing." "You hear me? Nothing." "Well, I spell conspiracy." That "I know nothing" line Reminds me of Hogan's Heroes. Yeah, okay, I guess I need to bring him back. Have him kill that for me. Fagundos 2. This water skipper master is very unscrupulous. I wonder why we... when did we establish that they were called whatever the heck master instead of, like... whatever. I mean, their character name just says Scalair, which is a hilarious still to me. How... I would like to kill as few Fagundo as possible with each wave of water skippers, but... I don't know. How do I do this without killing at least 2 of them? If not 3. No, that's not gonna do it. Wait. Never mind. Pardon me. Maybe, okay, yeah, I can kind of bump them if I move around diagonally. That helps. Maybe. It seems like it should help. Oh, duh, I'm disarmed. Why am I not taking advantage of that? Derp. It's like, oh, I have to turn whenever I want to move the Fagundos. No, you don't, dummy. You're disarmed on a giant island, and you can do whatever you want. Look at all these spare Fagundos I have. Oh, hey, that guy survived. As an ash pile. See, there was even a Fagundo extra. This is an awkward entrance to arrive at. Almtliches. I can sort of guess what the answer will be by now, but... Why did the Wubba fall asleep? I do not know. If you ask me again, I will slay you. Oh, that's nice. Frankly, I would have expected him to use that as a setup for a joke at this point. Like he would have said to get to the other side? I think that would have been pretty funny. Like if one of these guys had a sense of humor, he was like, why did the Wubba fall asleep? And he was like, to get to the other side? I don't know how these jokes work. Also, that room was a weird little trap where you were supposed to assume that you needed to disarm to not drop the trap door, but I remembered. Or more accurately, I happened to just do what I needed to right away anyway. This is an interesting little thing. Is that going to kill me? No. Okay, good. Yet another room where, I don't appear to need to do anything. If you are frozen in Almtlich's gaze in this room, your exit will be blocked. Okay. Hey, Rubithro again. Okay. Do I need to disarm? I actually do in this room. Oh boy, this is going to be a pain of some sort. Yeah, what? How and why? These are questions I don't know the answer to. Even hasted, this is nearly impossible to avoid getting lasered in. Maybe. Also, I don't understand how the prohibition against being lasered was necessary. Wait a minute. What? Is this really, like, all I have to do is just let these guys out? Steve and Steve over here will just take care of it for me if I wait around? This is ridiculous. Okay. Sure, whatever. No, doors block the gaze, so you don't get... Yeah, that might have been too easy. Okay. Fagundo manipulation. Hey, where'd my sword go? You will not need it in any of my classes. Oh, but I like my vaguely big sword, TM. Ha, only a vaguely big sword? TM? Myself, I carry a veritably elephantine hook. Wow, maybe I'll get one of those one day. Frankly, I wouldn't get your hopes up. By the way, why did the Wobbermaster fall asleep? Well, you know, he hasn't been doing well lately. His wife, well, you know, it's better I don't go into his personal life. I mean, you might die in a few days or something, I don't know. I guess technically that should make it more comfortable to talk about what's going on with him, but if anything, it just makes me not want to improve your suffering even more. It just makes me not want to, you know, make you suffer anymore. So this room is kind of broken because these orbs all block the way off, but actually I don't have to worry about that because I can just leave to the north and come back. I don't know if that break is intentional or not, but I think not. Maybe you could have, or I don't know, maybe this is supposed to be two separate things. What did I say about the north? I don't know. So this, what do I need to do here? Looks like I need to... Oh, I see. I need to kill those two at some point. Oh, I said the wrong direction of leaving. Okay. I didn't know what I said north in respect to by the time that was... Alright, so this is pretty simple. Hurrah! Guards. Guards? What swords do you use? I issue all my guards with almightily average swords, R. Yeah, that's right. I'm so glad this person has the same opinion of guard accents as I do, where I think they should have kind of a... what is the word for it? I forgot what the word for it is. Cockney accent? Just for some reason I've thought of guards as having that sort of accent. Maybe someone could, like, is that the very next one? Anyway, I have the opinion that perhaps someone could say, you know, like, hey, that hold is done now, so something, something. I don't know. I think my best bet is to be up against a wall here. I haven't fought these guys on ortho squares in a long time, so I don't remember how to do it. Maybe... yeah, I don't know. It's very easy to get stuck in a permanent dance with them, which is cool and all, but not what I want. Oh, there we go. Just trap him here. A nice narrow passage is very, very helpful for guard killing. probably would have worked too. Thankfully, that room had some ready-made narrow passages to kill them with. Monster melee. Oof. This is a thing. Where do I start? I guess up here. Over this way. So we're gonna... okay. This is something where we go back and forth, pushing all the things, and then pushing the other thing. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut all the tar stuff at some point. I might as well do it now. It's not like anything is going to happen if I take a while to do this. There's no timers that I see. Not even something soft like a, oh, there'll be more roaches timer. So did the scholarship actually earn this guy anything, or... that's not gonna work. Okay, I can... never mind. I was gonna say maybe I can slip by by destroying the broken orb, but that's not actually an option. There we go, hopefully. Maybe not. This way then? Back out, pull them south. Yeah, that is a little strange. And have to go back out again. Well, technically I don't think I paid anything to go to this school, so there's that. Oh, there we go. Now... okay. Now... next we have a couple of goblins. Very easy. I should be able to kill one kind of on my way in, probably. Maybe. Let's see, you guys get on one side of me, thank you. And now... there we go. Easy. Weird number of checkpoints when I think only the first one by itself would have sufficed. I guess so. Seep room. In which case I should be fine, because I already killed one. At least I dunked one in the water, anyway. Okay, well that was a little section of mini rooms. A slayer, and I've got to fight you? Yes, indeed you have. But then, what's that purple door? That, my foe, is a slayer door. They were designed by the great artist known only as Vitro, and will only open once there are no slayers remaining in a room. So if I'm training to be a slayer, at what point does that begin to apply to me? Because that'd be kind of a funny trap if it opened but then closed again because I've passed the exam and now I'm officially a slayer. That'd be kind of silly. So there's switch tokens here, tar switch tokens here, which I don't know. Okay, there's no reason to interact with those yet. Is there a black door in this room? I don't see any, so I'm gonna not worry about that. Actually, I should check. Okay, good, I guessed correctly. So I wonder, if he wins, how does this guy leave? Like, if he were to kill the person he was assigned to kill, I guess I'm supposed to assume that maybe someone else would come bail him out of here? Gotta quit trying to go diagonal in those situations. Well, let me just not be stupid, maybe. That was easy. Yay! Only 2 lessons? That's odd. Golly, I suppose it's crunch time. I wonder what'll be in the final examination. Oh, okay. There's also a master wall here. I don't know if this hold has any secrets, but... Crunch time, Jonathan had said. He was right. So, this is the final examination? And I've got to defeat you. Well, not really. It's not too late to surrender, you know. I would like to reject that offer, if I may. Suit yourself. Okay. You're in a really inconvenient location, Mr. Slayer. How is a bomb going to help me if I can't strike it? That indeed is the question. Well, I'm going to be invisible for some reason. This one I'm less certain of. I guess I can try to keep him facing a convenient direction and then approach him while invisible. Yeah, so I need to do something with his facing with the bomb. Well, I imagine they're easy for anyone who knows how to just kill a Slayer on a wall easily, directly. Interesting, he won't follow his wisp to an invisible character. Oops. I'm not very good at this. Alright, he's facing completely the wrong direction. Maybe I can sneak in from the other side. Yeah, there we go. Woohoo! You didn't need the potion. I guess not. That's that cutting-edge technology. You can't defeat me. Are you sure about that? You have no bombs, no hot tiles, nothing. Well, that's encouraging. Is that what you tell all the prospective Slayers? I guess this might be a front since we know that Slayers are all clones anyway. I mean, not clones, but, you know, VAT-produced. Yeah, I guess technically... How do I actually get this guy adjacent to one of these tunnels? Because that's what I have in mind for killing him. But if he's adjacent to a tunnel... maybe I just need him to turn the other way instead? How do I make him turn while far away, though? Can I? Maybe not. Yeah, push. Let's see. This kind of push. That's more like it. I forgot about... Well, I didn't forget about Slayer pushing, but for whatever reason I didn't think about doing it. I need you to not be facing that direction, though, please. yeah, that's fine. Face that way. Dang, I can't get there in time. I kind of need him to be facing a weird way, and I need to be facing another weird way. This... Oh, wait. Yeah, stay right there. Don't move, and don't turn your sword that way, please. Man, okay. I need him to be standing in the right place, and I need my sword to be facing the right way to not die. Because I'm pretty sure he'll just body kill me if I do it now. Oh, he didn't? That's weird. Hey, I'm really getting the hang of this now. This'll be easy. I can move on the pit and you can't. I wouldn't be so sure about your victory. Whee! Ha! And now for the final room. How does he know it's a final room? I don't know. That's interesting. Oh, he probably can't stand on tunnels because he's not a player character, right? But no, yeah, usually, I don't know, whatever. That's fine. Hang on, you're the headmaster. Indeed I am. I have observed your progress through the school, and I must say that I am impressed. You have coped with everything we have thrown at you until now. Defeat me and you graduate my school. Cool. Well, much as I would love to chat all day, it is time to duo. Okay, I don't know how to do the Slayer kill on the wall. If anyone could link me to the GIF that shows you how to do that, I would appreciate it, just so I can close off this hold on a victory. There was like a thread with a GIF that just shows exactly what to do. And that's more than likely the only way I'll ever remember how to do it. That doesn't really help me, though. I also don't know that one. I'll probably have to just look this up. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna follow Aquator's GIF, because that seems pretty reasonable. So we need... okay. Over here. I want you to be north, I guess. Ish. I'm not totally sure how to make him face the same way I am, but there's surely a way. Okay, there. Do I need his wisp to be in a certain position, or... I must be doing this wrong. Maybe I'm not close enough to the wall. Maybe he's not close enough to the wall. Hey, this way, please. So this wisp setup won't work, I guess? Or... Yeah, I'm just not too good at this. I think the wisp is on the wrong side of him for me. Maybe? This is kind of what I need, maybe, possibly. Yeah, I need you to be a little closer to the wall to begin with, maybe. So that when you move, you'll be moving favorably. Okay, this looks this looks possibly potential. Like this? Yeah, there we go. Hurrah! I'm a slayer! Granted, I was consulting all the guides for that. To graduation ceremony, which should be in quotation marks in my opinion. Oh, okay. Oh, there were secrets. Interesting. You graduated the school of the Slayerly, but there's still unfinished business. How did graduation ceremony go? What will Jonathan's first assignment be? And just why did the Wubba Master fall asleep? Find the answers to these questions and more in I, Slayer, coming soon. Did we ever do that? I don't know that these ever existed. Oh well, Unexpected Allegiance, coming slightly less soon. I guess there were secrets, but I don't think I, Slayer exists, does it? Let me see. No, I don't think so. That's a shame. Anyway, so I have 0% secrets, but I didn't see anywhere for secrets to exist in that whole hold. Maybe... I don't know. Oh, there was a secret in the Wubba's level? How? Is that the secret about the Wubba Master falling asleep, that you get sent to a secret if you do something weird? Because that's apparently where one of the secret rooms is. And there's another one somewhere in Serpents. How? Maybe there's hidden platforms, yeah. Maybe. A little strange, but okay. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with finished, but not necessarily mastered. Alright, we've only got that much to go in S's. Yeah, all the way down to there. I think we'll be in S for quite a lot. But where was I? Oh yeah, I was Secluded Sanctum. If you like, you could come by for the first two. I don't even know for sure that I'll get to that one, but I'm probably not, you know, it hasn't been my habit to do the official holds in this, because this is about trying new things, at least as far as I can recall. Anyway, for the moment, thank you for... I can't spell the word watch. Okay, thank you for watching. Should be back next week for more. But for the moment, farewell for now.